Stay tuned because Good Sports is coming up next. Kansas City Sports and Fitness is the magazine for sports fans in KC. Inside, we cover local sports and local teams, from pro to peewee and everything in between. And this month's free copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness includes the Great Life Golf and Fitness at River Oaks Golf Report. You'll find Kansas City Sports and Fitness all over KC at places like Mafia Mike's and Mafia Pizzeria Southside. And it's free, so pick one up today. This show was recorded live on Saturday, March 10th.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to Good Sports, Kansas City Sports and Fitness and SheKC show, the show which is brought to you by the U.S. Army. List in the Army today, and you could be eligible for bonuses up to $40,000 and also $40,000 in educational benefits. For more information, contact your nearest recruiter or visit GoArmy.com. And this segment is presented by Kansas City Chiropractic, where golfers can improve their balance on the course and lower their golf score with golf orthotics. And right now you can save $50 on a pair of golf orthotics with your coupon from Kansas City Sports and Fitness. For more details, call Kansas City Chiropractic at 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. Hello, everyone. I am Steve Fish. I am the publisher of Kansas City Sports and Fitness and SheKC magazines, and you are watching or listening to Good Sports, Kansas City Sports and Fitness and SheKC show. Now, today we are doing our show from a very special location, the U.S. Army booth at the Auto Show. And this show, like our other TV shows, will play 3 times a day on Sure West Cable Channel 7. Now, each week, Sure West subscribers will be able to see our show in living color on Channel 7 at 8:30 a.m., at 4:30 p.m., and at 8:30 p.m., and that is every single day. Now, you can also view our show and our past shows on YouTube, and you can search for the channel that's named Good Sports KC, and that's all one word, Good Sports KC. Now, before we get started with the show, I want to tell everyone that the current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness is available free at over 700 locations in Kansas City. And this month, with our March issue, KC Sports celebrates our 15th year as the magazine for sports fans in KC. And our new issue of SheKC is now available at over 500 locations. Now, in our current issue of KC Sports, we expand our coverage of the Kansas City Royals with our KC Baseball Report, which is presented by Budweiser. This month, we look at the players to watch this season, the players who could get traded, and the players who we believe will underperform. Plus, we introduce you to new Royals Jonathan Sanchez and Jonathan Broxton. And in SheKC, we have a story on several Big 12 women's hoops players who all played their high school basketball here in Kansas City and are now playing for their collegiate teams. Plus, we share information on healing therapies for muscles that can be pursued instead of surgery. Now, you can pick up your copy of our current issue of KC Sports and Fitness at Burger King, at both Minsky's on Berry Road, Mr. Good Sense, the Kansas City Ice Center, and at Dick's Sporting Goods in the KC metro area. And for a complete list of locations where you can find KC Sports and Fitness, visit our website, kcsportspaper.com. You'll find a link to a list of locations right on the front page of our website, or you can actually check out a whole bunch of our other issues as well on our website. And our publication, SheKC, is now out and available at many of the locations where you'll find Kansas City Sports and Fitness. Plus, you can visit our website, shekc.com. You can check us out on Facebook at SheKC, all one word, or follow us on Twitter at @she_KC. Now, like I mentioned, we are out here at the U.S. Army booth at the Auto Show, and we are honored to be joined by our first guest, Colonel Christopher Himsl. He is the 5th Recruiting Brigade Commander for the U.S. Army. First of all, welcome to our show, and thank you to all the men and women who serve our country for everything that you guys do.
Well, Steve, thanks. It's a great honor to be here, and it's a great honor to serve this great nation in this uniform, and it's a great pride for us and for all the soldiers out here working today to do this kind of a thing.
This is a wonderful thing. You've got so many people that are visiting your booth today. So many people that are interested in everything that's going on. They're getting dog tags. They're taking tests as far as the physical fitness test with an actual drill sergeant, which is totally cool, and things like that. There's all sorts of other activities that are going on around here, a football toss and many other things. You've got some electronic games that are over on the other side of the booth that people are playing and things like that, some simulation things. And it's just a wonderful experience to come into your booth and see all the different activities that you have here.
Well, this is America's Army, and we're trying to showcase to the American people, especially those here in Kansas City, what their Army's all about. You know, we've got the Special Operations Forces van, and our citizens can go in and get a feel for what we do on a day in and day out, and you can see and talk to our soldiers, your soldiers,
That's right,
about what a difference they make in this world today.
Absolutely. Now, before we get started on the real discussion here, because we are at the auto show, I want to ask each one of our guests today, what was your first car?
The first car I actually bought.
Bought.
I was a second lieutenant, and it was a 1986 Volkswagen Jetta Wolfsburg Edition.
Ooh, that's not bad.
I tell you, you know, second lieutenant pay, you can get yourself a Wolfsburg Edition.
That's not bad. Now, your favorite car that you've had, you know, in your career, anything that stands out?
The Wolfsburg was very nice. Every car has its own spot, and I had a '76 Spider Fiat convertible.
Woo.
4 on the floor. Didn't get in too much trouble. Then, you know, you get married, you have kids. Game changer.
Minivan.
Ford Aerostar. We kept that thing for 15 years.
You did really good.
Yeah, it was a great automobile.
First of all, that the kids didn't beat it up.
Well, we ended up only having one. We thought we'd have more, but so one was enough.
Okay, so where are you currently stationed?
I'm currently stationed at Fort Sam Houston, Texas. It's in the heart of San Antonio. And I'm responsible for all recruiting operations from Cheyenne, Wyoming down to Brownsville, Texas, and from the Mississippi out to California. And we are in the heartland today communicating with the great people from Kansas City.
That's a big chunk of our country that you're involved in. So this is how many, let's see, yours is a brigade. It's a battalion that is the recruiting battalion that we have here in Kansas City. How many battalions are you responsible for?
I've got 7 battalions.
Wow.
And they are in Houston, Dallas, Phoenix, here in Kansas City, Oklahoma City, Denver, and San Antonio.
San Antonio, yeah. I'm surprised you remembered all those. That's a lot. That's a lot to keep. You know,
and we always forget the guys closest to us.
Well, San Antonio is that the hub of where everything? I mean, I went down to the All-American Bowl in 2009. I was invited to go down there, and we went down to San Antonio and got a chance to see the bowl, got a chance to see the Center for the Intrepid.
Yes.
You know, an incredible experience to see and to talk to soldiers and talk to the wounded warriors and you know, see the soldiers at the games. It was just an incredible, wonderful experience. Is that for your command? Is that the main location, and then other commands have other main locations in the country?
Actually, the recruiting command is out of Fort Knox, Kentucky.
Okay.
Down at Fort Sam, at Brooke Army Medical Center and the San Antonio Medical Center, it is a home of Army medicine and is also now the home of military medicine. Mm-hmm. Everybody who gets trained in the military, whether you're in the Navy, Air Force, or the Army, you get trained to be a medic at Fort Sam Houston.
Oh, wow.
All combat medics are trained there.
Wow.
And all the doctors rotate through there. As you pointed out, the Center of the Intrepid, it is cutting leading-edge technology.
Way beyond state-of-the-art.
Yes,
way beyond, yeah. Truly incredible stuff coming out of there and ways to help the wounded warriors get back to a regular life and things like that. It was just incredible. Now, when did you enlist? Did you enlist right out of college or enlist right out of high school? Or
no, as a matter of fact, I guess we got some time here, I guess. I don't know. I'll tell you my story. My dad was in the Air Force.
Okay.
Career Air Force guy. I was going to school in Germany, graduated from high school in Germany. And I'm sitting there filling out my applications to universities.
Going to high school in Germany, what a deal.
Yeah. You know, you can do that in the military. You get to go to strange places like Japan, Korea, Hawaii. But Dad comes in one night and goes, "Hey, Chris, you know, I can get you in one of the military academies you want to go to." Yeah, I looked at him, you know, it's 1978. I got hair down to here.
Oh.
You know, I looked up at Dad and said,
"Peace, baby."
"Hey, Dad, I've already done 18 years. I think I'll retire." He goes, "Well, you know, you got to pay your own way." So I did. I paid my own way through college. I played baseball and football in college. And when I graduated, I played semi-pro ball down in Georgia.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. Played for the Northeast Georgia Black Baseball Players Association.
Really?
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. And then I got married. Game changer.
Yeah.
It'll do it to you. And I decided, you know, I need someone to pay for my master's.
Yes.
So I went in and I talked to an Army recruiter. We talked to Reserve, Army recruiter, and I was going to be a finance and accounting specialist. Went off to basic training, AIT, advanced individual training, become an accounting specialist for the Army.
Mm-hmm.
And I did. But on my way to becoming a specialist, I had a drill sergeant says, you need to be an officer in the Army.
Mm-hmm.
And so a year later, I'm at OCS, Officer Candidate School, becoming a second lieutenant. So I joined the Army in 1985 and got
Hey, that's
commissioned.
when Greg won the World Series.
Yeah.
We got Greg Pryor here that's
Yeah.
going to be our next guest. So 1985, the Royals are winning the World Series. You joined in 1985.
Yeah, and then got commissioned in 87 and have been at this
Wow.
ever since.
Wow. Wow.
So 27 years.
Wow. Congratulations. That's fantastic. How many more years do you think you want to go?
Well, as long as the Army keeps making mistakes and promoting me, I'll keep continuing. This is a great job.
Sure.
Great satisfaction.
Well, yeah, I mean, that is truly incredible. So, of all the places you've been stationed, where did you have the most fun? Where, what's the coolest place? What's the greatest place to live?
I tell you, there's lots of different
criteria,
answers.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Well, for most fun, we were stationed in Augsburg, Germany.
Really?
And southern Germany was a great blast, a great time. Had a great mission there. I was company commander. We did the Balkans missions back then out of Germany. It was a good time. A lot of challenges. But that was a lot of fun. I will tell you, San Antonio, Texas, it's a great city.
Absolutely.
And we've been fortunate enough to be reassigned down there 3 times.
Really?
And my wife and I and my daughter, we really like San Antonio as one of our favorite American cities.
That's fantastic. Well, that's great. So let's talk about recruiting for a second. It used to be that anybody, more or less anybody could join the Army. I mean, there was always certain criteria and things like that, but they even used the Army at one point as, you can go to jail or you can go join the Army. This is way back, of course. But that has changed a lot. You guys are becoming, not particular, that's not necessarily the word, but you're becoming very specific on the type of person that you want to bring in. Can you explain?
Yeah. Steve, it's a great honor to wear this uniform,
Yes.
and we're only taking the best of the best. I will tell you, as we're facing the drawdown, the folks we're bringing in are going to have to do a lot more. So they're going to have to be the best of the best to be able to do these variety of missions. I will tell you, if you just take a look at it, it's tougher to get in the Army now than it is probably get into Harvard.
Right.
I tell you, we have height, weight standards. We have moral standards. You have some issues in your background, you're not going to be able to join the Army. It's, we're going to take only the cream of the crop into our military. And I will tell you, it is a challenge. Only 3 out of 10 Americans between the ages of 17 and 24 even qualify to join the military.
That's an incredible statistic.
Yeah, it's between drug usage or academic failures, failure to graduate, graduation rates, and then just not being physically fit.
Right.
We're taking a look at a time right now that if you've got more than 24% body fat on you, you're not going to be able to join the Army.
Right. And it used to be if you had had your GED, you could, but now I think aren't you requiring people to graduate from high school?
Right. Right now we're at about 99.6% graduate from the brick and mortar high schools.
Right.
We still allow GEDs in, but those GEDs come with some big qualifiers like 15 college credit hours.
Okay.
So
that's above and beyond.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're demonstrating that they've got not only the academic capability but also the discipline.
Right.
To do it, and when you join the Army, you've got to have the discipline.
Yes.
And when you face someone like that drill sergeant, you just can't get up and quit. You got to have the discipline to see it through to the end. And that's what we look for when people graduate from high school. That means they have the discipline to get through it all.
That's right. Now, you've been obviously all over the world. You played sports and things like that. A favorite sports team or anything like that?
Well, growing up in Germany, having spent half my life in Europe following my dad around Europe.
Are you sure a soccer fan?
No.
No.
But what we used to do was we get the AM radio broadcast. We'd skip.
Really?
From the East Coast into Germany. And I would stay up late at night and listen to, I'd get either the Red Sox or the Tigers.
Oh, there you go.
Would
the
be
Tigers,
skipping.
really?
Yeah, we get the Tigers bouncing in every once in a while.
Wow.
And so, I grew up a Red Sox fan.
Uh-huh.
And so I still am. As I travel about the country, I'm part of Red Sox Nation.
How are they going to do this coming year? Are they going to do all right? I mean, there's all, they got all the money in the world. They're going to put up as much money or almost as much as the Yankees. There's going to be a battle, at least for a while, between those two.
I think, they needed new blood there. I think they're going to do well. But it comes down to pitching and defense.
Yeah, it does.
And, how well you do at the end of the season with how healthy your pitching staff is goes a long way.
Have you gone to a game at Fenway?
Yes, I went to
many games.
I've gone to Well, it's easy to go to a Red Sox game in Camden Yards, in the Astrodome.
Where they're away.
Yeah, I went to the Red Sox when they played the Astros last year, and it was about 50-50 down there in the
I believe
in Reliance Stadium down there where the Astros play. It was a great game.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, I can't believe the Astros gave up Hunter Pence, but
Oh well, you never understand why they do what they do in those games, but they have some plan in mind. Well, Colonel Himsl, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate you guys inviting us out to participate in this event. We're thrilled to be working with you with Kansas City Sports and Fitness, and of course, Good Sports, our KC Sports and Fitness TV show. Much luck to you in the recruiting process. Let me ask you one more question. What car do you wish you had? We're going to go back to the auto show thing. What car do you wish you had?
It's about 3/4 of the way down the road here, sitting in the Jaguar area.
There we go.
That Jaguar convertible looks very nice.
That's what you do when you retire, huh?
Yeah.
Well, very good. Well, thank you, sir, for joining us. I truly appreciate it. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to talk with Greg Pryor. You are watching or listening to Good Sports, KC Sports and Fitness, and KC Magazine show. We are coming to you from the U.S. Army booth at the Auto Show. I am Steve Fish. We will be right back.
This month, Kansas City Sports and Fitness celebrates March Madness and our 15-year anniversary as the magazine for sports fans in KC. And this month, check out the Budweiser KC Baseball Report, the U.S. Army High School Report, the Great Life Golf and Fitness at River Oaks Golf Report, plus the Command, and more. Become a fan of KC Sports. Search KC Sports Mag on Facebook and Twitter, and find us online at kcsportspaper.com. You'll find KC Sports and Fitness magazine at over 700 locations, and it's free, so pick one up today. Single game tickets for the Kansas City Command are now on sale. Call for tickets at 855-KC Arena. Visit kccommand.com or email tickets@kccommand and put yourself right in the middle of the action with your hometown arena football team, the Kansas City Command. Wanting to get more out of life is strong. Getting the most out of life is Army Strong. It's the strength that comes from over 150 career fields with money for college. The strength that comes from not just changing your life, but changing the lives of others. There's Strong and there's Army Strong. To find out more, visit your local recruiter. Log on to goarmy.com/KC Sports or call 1-800-USA-ARMY. Paid for by the U.S. Army. Exercise is medicine, and as we age, it gets tougher to fit exercise into our day. Then we turn to prescriptions to stay healthy. Now, Chiefs Hall of Famer Art Still has a simple solution for all of us to use exercise as medicine and improve our health. Art's program uses Core Power Max resistance bands and allows you to include easy and practical exercises into your day that will give you more strength, flexibility, and stamina. For more information on Art Still's program, visit bandstrength.com. That's bandstrength.com, and get healthier with exercise.
Is pain part of your normal day? There's good news. Deep tissue laser therapy, a new non-surgical and drug-free way to treat pain. At Renuva Back and Pain Center, over 90% of our patients have been satisfied with their results.
I heard about Renuva, and it is amazing how I have been helped.
I am able now to do things that you take for granted. I can do all those things now. So it's helped me a lot.
Call Renuva today and receive a free treatment when you schedule your exam.
For your free treatment, call 913-828-0142. That's 913-828-0142. Or visit RenuvaRelief.com. That's RENUVA Relief.com.
Whether you are playing a sport, running a business, or learning how to use an iPad, your ability to make split-second decisions is essential for your success. Hey sports fans, this is Greg Pryor. I was an infielder in Major League Baseball for over 9 seasons and was a member of the '85 World Champion Royals. My decisions in the field and at the plate could have been the difference between winning and losing. Since 1994, I have owned a local health supplement company called Life Priority. Life Priority offers many nutritional formulas that give your body the nutrients that can help your brain keep pace in today's fast lifestyle. To see all 17 Life Priority products, please visit my website at lifepriority.com or call me at 913-438-5433. Use Life Priority products and improve your chances of winning. For free shipping, use promo code LIFEP at lifepriority.com or call me today at 913-438-5433.
One of the world's top golf club fitters is right here in Kansas City. Golf MD in Lenexa has been helping KC golfers for over 15 years by offering expert service at discount prices. Visit Golf MD for all your club repairs. They do re-gripping, re-shafting, and lie, loft, and shaft frequency analysis. Plus, Golf MD can fit you in your existing clubs or create custom clubs for you too. And Golf MD also offers computerized swing analysis and launch monitor testing. Visit golf-md.com or call 913-663-5050.
Welcome back to Good Sports, Kansas City Sports and Fitness and SheKC Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness and SheKC magazines. I am Steve Fish, and today we are coming to you from the U.S. Army booth at the Kansas City Auto Show, and this segment of Good Sports is brought to you by Renuva Back and Pain Center, providing a new non-invasive way to treat pain with Class 4 deep tissue laser massage. Now this month, call 913-828-0142 or visit RenuvaRelief.com to schedule 2 free treatments. That's RENUVA Relief.com. Now I'd also like to mention some experts who each will be a part of our show during the month. They are Dr. Lynn McIntosh from Kansas City Chiropractic off the plaza, former Royals World Series champ Greg Pryor from Life Priority Nutrition, who will share nutritional supplement information with us, but we're going to do a little twist here in just a second. Dr. Susan Anschutz from Summit of Health Chiropractic in Lee Summit, and Chiefs Hall of Famer Art Still, who will tell us about how important exercise is, especially as we age. Each will join us on the air once a month to talk about things like exercise, health solutions, sports, and more, and you can read a health or a sports tip from each in our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness. Now, to read each of their current articles, pick up your copy of KC Sports and Fitness at over 700 locations, including Johnny Brusco's New York-style pizza at 135th between Quivira and Neiman, and Burger King, and all the sport clips in the KC metro area. Now, this month's SheKC, we tell you how a blood test can tell you about possible health issues, plus we answer a reader's question about eating smaller meals 4 to 6 times a day versus the 3 big meals that we usually eat. And if you have a question on sports or health or exercise, send it to us at submit@shekc.com. And I also want to mention that on March 17th, actually, this will probably play after that, but we will be at Johnny Brusco's Pizza. I'll mention them anyway. We'll begin taping our show at about 12:30 that day, and Johnny Brusco's is located on 135th, just east of Quivira, between Quivira and Neiman Roads. And this month in March, you can get any large pizza for just $12 at Johnny Brusco's with your coupon from Kansas City Sports and Fitness. And on March 31st, we will be at the Kansas City Ice Center recording an upcoming show, and the KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 off at Johnson Drive, and our taping will start at about 12:30 that day as well. And coming up in April, we will be out at Mafia Pizzeria Southside, located at 127th and Metcalf, and our taping will start at about 12:30 that day as well. So come on out and join us. You might see yourself on TV. Now, joining us here at the Auto Show is Mr. Greg Pryor. He is from the 1985 World Series Championship Kansas City Royals. Now, before we get, first of all, welcome to the show, Greg.
Great to be here today, and it's a wonderful event here.
Now, you're wearing that blue Hawkaholic thing.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, this says Hawkaholic, and it means that I'm addicted to KU because I put 3 daughters through there, and I love KU.
You love KU.
My middle daughter came up with the concept. It's trademarked. We've got it licensed, and we're offering these shirts to all the KU fans in the world.
But come on, it's just KU. I mean, what's going on? What about those of us that went to MU? What are you doing with us?
Well, we have Mizzouaholic,
and
look at you.
Look at that. Well, what do you know? Presto changeo. Tigers, go MIZZOU.
For all the Mizzou and KU fans, we got you covered.
We got you covered. And for all you Mizzou fans, we can say, hey, let's go for that Big 12. You know, what happened to those Hawkaholics?
Well, today's March 10th, and for people that don't know on the radio or TV, and last night KU got knocked out of the tournament by Baylor. And now today MU's playing Texas.
They're playing Baylor.
Baylor for the championship.
Yeah, they're playing Baylor.
So, in honor of KU, I thought I'd wear this shirt during the show.
Well, and we gotta go for Mizzou to win.
For those people who are on the radio, on the back of your shirt, it has the definition of a Mizzouaholic, which is one who is highly in need of or addicted to the Mizzou Tigers. And on the back of my T-shirt, it says, "Recovery is not an option." So we've got different backs for the people, and you can let them know where to get their shirts if they want to order.
Very funny. Yeah, well, we're going to talk about that a little bit more here, but as I mentioned to the Colonel when he was here, because we're at the auto show, I'm asking everybody, what was your first car?
It was a car that I got after I signed my first professional baseball contract. It was a '67 Camaro convertible.
Oh man, everybody's got all these great first cars.
It was
Camaro convertible. Oh my gosh!
I didn't have a car in high school, and my dad had 6 children in our family, and so he said, "Greg, you want to use your signing bonus of $10,000?" So I think the car was like $4,000. So I was very happy.
What color?
It was green.
Green. Yeah. Green was a popular
black top.
My dad had a Mustang, and it was a green-colored Mustang, a '69 Mustang, and it was like, to me it was no big deal. But I took this one girl out on a date, and she gets in the car. And she says, "Ooh, a Mustang!" It's like, yeah, it's my dad's car. Little did I realize the power of a Mustang at that point. It's like, man, should I go back and relive those days? I guess. Well, maybe not, but So yeah, that was certainly interesting. Now. Let's talk a little bit about baseball. Did you have any injuries when you were playing? You played 9 years in the majors. You played 11, 12?
16 total.
Okay, 16 total.
People ask you how long your career was. I count it all because, sometimes you get paid a little bit, and then other times people said I was overpaid. But the biggest injury that I can remember having when I got some tendonitis in my left wrist. And that was during spring training. So I was never on the disabled list.
That's great.
And people might say, well, you didn't play enough to get on the disabled list. But no, that's a joke. I was very lucky that I wasn't on the disabled list. So no big injuries. I mean, I had sprains and groin pulls and hamstring tightness and sore arms and tired legs, but nothing that kept me from performing.
Right. Now, obviously, we're across the table here because we're wearing the big rivalry shirts, and I can't reach you or anything like that right now. If we were, intense fans, we could be intense here. When you were playing, was there a particular team that was a bigger rival for you personally? I mean, of course we know the Yankees and all that kind of stuff. But for you personally, was there a bigger rivalry?
When I was with the White Sox up at Comiskey Park 4 years there, I didn't like the Royals at all. I mean, every time we came to Kansas City, if we won one game, it was like winning 10 games.
Really?
Oh yeah, because the Royals, back in the late '70s, early '80s, they had everybody. I mean, they were killing everybody. And well, I didn't like the Royals. I didn't like George or Frank when I played against them. But I got to know them when I got traded over.
And you made them better players by backing them up. I know you really helped George a lot with his fielding and things like that. So.
And then I got traded over here. I guess you could say the Yankees, I guess, were our rival.
Right.
But I think the Angels and the Royals had we had a rivalry back when I played because they were. We were nip and tuck, back and forth all year. So the Angels were one of the teams that we like to beat.
What about pitchers? Was there a pitcher that you were just, drooling to go up against every time you saw him? Then was there a pitcher that you kind of went, oh, not him?
There were pitchers that I can't say drooling, but there were some pitchers. I guess you could say were there pitchers that you really didn't look forward to facing?
Yes.
And there's a handful that I did not want to face. And, Dennis Leonard, when he was with the Royals, he was one. And Jack Morris with the Tigers, another. Clemens and Nolan Ryan and Dave Stieb for Toronto. Any right-hander, I didn't drool over any right-handers. But
really?
Left-handers. Really? I didn't mind it.
You could just see the ball coming out of their hand a little better?
They were throwing the breaking balls right into me, so it was a little bit easier to hit lefties than righties. And, statistics prove it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I agree. Yeah. So let's shift to talking about the Sportsaholic brand. You'd mentioned briefly how Sportsaholic came about. It actually started several years ago.
Yeah, on the campus of KU. My daughter came up with the concept. We did some shirts for a sorority, Gamma Phi Beta, and all the fans liked it. So we got trademarks that protect our concept, and now we are at 20 different schools that we've licensed. including Mizzou, Wichita State, Pitt State. And we invite people to, visit our website. We're still growing.
Right.
And if they want to get merchandise, they can go and visit our website and just put their email down. And whenever we add new merchandise, I'll send them an email. That way they can get some for their friends and family.
So what is the website?
It's called Sportsaholic. It's sports-aholic.com.
Gotcha.
Sports-aholic.com. And I'd be glad to, have all the Mizzou and KU fans visit. That's the only teams we have T-shirts for right now. But we're going to be adding other teams and other schools.
Absolutely. Now, so expansion plans are to add a whole lot more. You have a Facebook page as well.
Yeah, it's Facebook, and I'm the Sportsaholic.
You are? Oh, it's
Facebook / The Sportsaholic.
I got you.
And I have a lot of baseball tips for little leaguers that I'm going to be putting on there. So the Sportsaholic. Or sportsaholic-.com will have stuff, but my Facebook page will have stuff too.
Gotcha. Now, people can order online?
Yes.
Is there a way to order by phone as well?
Yeah, you can call me. I'll give my phone number.
Well, I've got a number, a 1-800 number.
Yeah, or a local number, 913-485-8577. 485-8577. That's my cell number, and I'll be glad to talk to them on the phone if they can't get on the internet and order at sports-aholic.com.
Very good. Well, that's great. So, now, as far as the Big 12 goes, you were rooting obviously for Kansas for that, but any other in the big NCAA tournament?
No,
in particular?
I'm just glad that there's several teams in the Big 12 that are going to be going to the NCAA tournament. I think it's great competition. I'm so happy for Baylor in a way because everybody took it for granted that you could beat Baylor, but now you don't take it for granted.
Right.
And it'll be a great game tonight. Either whatever the team wins, but everything happens, in the NCAA tournament, and we'll find out who's the best. And I'm looking forward to somebody playing against Kentucky in the finals. I mean, Kentucky, man.
It's like, oh my gosh, every year. Yeah,
they're almost not undefeated. Did they lose one game yet?
I
think they lost one game.
Yeah.
So I hope KU plays Kentucky in the finals, or I don't know if they're going to be in the same bracket. I guess the brackets
they could knock each other
out tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
So, and let's talk just briefly. We've got, how many minutes do we have? We've got 2 minutes, something like that. We've got 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes. Let's talk about your other company, LifePriority.com. You've got 17 different products that are available on Life Priority.
Yeah, LifePriority.com. I've been in the health and nutrition industry, Steve, since 1991. I became a distributor for a company, and in '94, my wife Michelle and I decided to form our own company, and we have a whole line of nutritional products under my Life Priority label, and for products for energy, for mental clarity, for the immune system, for muscle recovery. Mm-hmm. So, we just invite people to go visit our website or call me at the number I gave out on the show.
Go ahead and give that number again.
You can call me at 913-485-8577. Or they can email me if they prefer, at gpryor@lifepriority.com, gpryor@lifepriority.com.
So you've got products like a glucosamine type of product. You've got a prostate product. We've talked on this show about the products that help with energy and, with making you a sharper person and improving your ability to work out and things like that. What are some of the other things as well? Go into a little more detail.
We have a real high-quality omega-3 product. I have a product that's called Priority Hair and Nails that helps get nutrients to the follicle so that hair and nails can have a good chance of being healthier. We also have a water fat-soluble vitamin C. Mm-hmm. I've got a product called 3-Way Calcium. It's got 3 forms of calcium in a capsule. Also magnesium Priority. And then we have one product that's really kind of interesting. It's called PS Priority, it's phosphatidylserine, which is involved.
I'm not asking you to spell it.
I know it's a long one, but you learn about different things. I've been learning, and I think that people, the more they learn, the better they can take care of themselves.
Absolutely, and you can find out more information about all that from LifePriority.com. Correct. We've got a special deal going with Life Priority where you can get free shipping just by adding the code LIFEP, LIFEP, to the shipping area of the website.
And I'm writing articles for the Kansas City Sports and Fitness magazine.
Right.
I'm really proud of the ones we've done so far, and we invite people to read them because it's easier for me to write it out and them to read it than it is for me to explain things on this show. So I invite them to pick up an issue at a place close to where they are.
Okay, well, let's end the interview today by going back to cars. What car do you got the Mercedes.
Yeah.
We talked about that. You bought that and we found this out in the last show. You bought that with your bonus that you got from the '85 World Series. What other car besides that? You fulfilled your wish, but what car do you wish you had?
Well, I hate to plug a car because I never have really driven one, but I really like the Range Rovers or the Land Rover. Is it Range Rover?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I would really enjoy driving out around a Range Rover.
Well, there we go. Well,
a white one with a black leather interior.
Okay, and what do you want on the no?
And we'll put a Mizzou-aholic and a
on one side, yeah.
On
one side, on the other side, yeah. There we go. Well, give us the website again. It's
sports-aholic.com.
Okay.
To order Mizzou-aholic and Hawkaholic merchandise, and if you're listening and you see your team's not on there, give me your email, and when your team's added to the site, we'll be glad to inform you about when your team's on there.
Sounds good. Well, Greg, thanks for joining us out here at the Auto Show. I really appreciate it. We're going to take a quick break. You are watching or listening to Good Sports, KC Sports and Fitness, and KC Magazine Show. We are coming to you from the U.S. Army booth at the Auto Show. I'm Steve Fish. We will be right back.
We all know how important balance is to the game of golf, but did you realize that there are easy ways to improve your balance with golf shoe orthotics? Statistics show that 50% of golfers hit the ball harder and 38% lowered their score while using orthotics. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can help improve your balance on the course with customized foot leveler orthotics, and you can save $50 with your coupon from KC Sports Magazine. To make an appointment with Dr. McIntosh, call 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. Get 2 large, 2 topping pizzas, 10 wings, and a 2-liter Pepsi for just $21.99 at Mafia Mike's Pizza, 15205 87th and Lenexa, or Mafia Pizzeria Southside at 112627 Metcalf in Overland Park with your coupon from Kansas City Sports. That's 2 large, 2 topping pizzas, 10 wings, and a 2-liter Pepsi for just $21.99 at Mafia Mike's and Mafia Pizzeria Southside. Call Mafia Mike's at 913-660-1441 and Mafia Pizzeria at 913-322-6666. Sign up for fun at Volleyball Beach. It's the perfect way to stay in shape and enjoy the outdoors. For over 23 years, Volleyball Beach has been KC's #1 sand volleyball spot. With 13 courts, Volleyball Beach has leagues every Sunday through Friday evening. And sign up now for spring leagues beginning on April 1st. For more information, visit Volleyball Beach at 13105 Holmes. Call 816-942-2820 or visit volleyballbeach.com. That's volleyballbeach.com. The Evergreen Wellness Center is a full-service traditional Chinese medicine clinic affiliated with the Kansas College of Chinese Medicine. The Evergreen Wellness Center utilizes traditional Chinese medicine to enrich your quality of life and help you feel better. Located at 147th and Metcalf in Overland Park, the Evergreen Wellness Center is staffed by experienced professionals and certified clinicians committed to providing quality patient-centered care for each individual. For more information on the health solutions available at the Evergreen Wellness Center, call 913-871-6308 or visit evergreenwellness.com. Bring basketball fever to your own backyard or driveway with your very own game court from Sport Court of Kansas City. Let Sport Court come and install a basketball game court at your home. Game courts can also be installed for volleyball, racket sports, soccer, tennis, or roller hockey. So sink that basket at the buzzer and have your own Final Four at home in your backyard or driveway Sport Court. For more details, call Sport Court at 913-963-7529 or visit sportcourtkc.com. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy. It's an unusual name, but it's a simple, safe, effective, and affordable sports injury treatment solution. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy has been used by players from the NFL, MLB, PGA, and more to speed recovery from injuries. Now, hyperbaric oxygen therapy is available at Summit of Health, 200 Northeast Chipman in Lee Summit. Go online at summitofhealth.com or call Dr. Susan Anschutz at 816-554-4771 to find out how hyperbaric oxygen therapy can help speed your recovery from injuries. Get top dollar for your gold at the Gold Rush Exchange. And with your coupon from KC Sports, get 15% extra when you sell your gold today. Visit the Gold Rush Exchange at 518 103rd between State Line and Warnell. Call 816-941-RUSH or visit kcgoldrush.com for more details and get top dollar for your gold at the Gold Rush Exchange. Are you tired of paying $40, $50, or even $60 to play golf? Great Life Golf and Fitness at River Oaks is changing the game by offering a $29.99 family membership that includes unlimited green fees, a fitness center, and access to Great Life's 16 other locations. And check out all the great weekly specials at River Oaks, including All You Can Play Wednesdays, Dollar Beer Fridays, and the Everyday Senior Special. For more information, call River Oaks at 816-966-8111 or visit greatlifegolf.com. Find out how you can join thousands who are losing weight the easy way. Take the Body by Vi 90-Day Challenge and join real people who are getting real results. For more information, visit kcmohealth.com and put yourself on track to a healthier you in just 90 days.
We are back. You're watching or listening to Good Sports, Kansas City Sports and Fitness, and SheKC Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine and SheKC Magazine. I am Steve Fish, and today we are coming to you. We're honored to be coming to you from the U.S. Army booth at the Auto Show, and this segment of Good Sports is brought to you by Great Life Golf and Fitness at River Oaks, where you can get a country club approach to public golf. Contact River Oaks to find out about their membership packages that include unlimited green fees, access to a full fitness center, and much more for just $29.99 a month. You can contact River Oaks at 816-966-8111 or visit greatlifegolf.com. Now, in our current issue of KC Sports, check out the Command Report. And this month, we introduce you to the Command's return specialist and wide receiver, Christian Wise. Plus, we want to remind everyone that the Command season, which by the time this plays, Command season will have already kicked off at Sprint Center on March 16th. And in our high school report, sponsored by the U.S. Army, we have a story on senior Brittany Atkins at Lincoln Prep. She's a basketball star there. Plus, in our college hoops March Madness report, we have the stories on all of our local teams, the Jayhawks, the Wildcats, and the Tigers. Plus, we look at the Final Four and suggest who you should root for and who you should root against. And in SheKC, we feature a story on sports officiating and how more females need to get involved in that. Now, you can pick up your copy of KC Sports at over 700 locations, including the Kansas City Ice Center and Mafia Mike's Pizza on 87th and Lenexa and Mafia Pizzeria Southside at 127th and Metcalf. And you'll also find SheKC at over 400 locations, including the YMCA and Queen of the Court Sports in North KC. And if you'd like to follow us on Facebook or Twitter, you can go to our websites and follow the links to our pages. Our websites are kcsportspaper.com and shekc.com. And now you can also view this show and some of our past shows on YouTube. And all you have to do is search for the channel that's called Good Sports KC, and that's all one word. Now, we'd like to welcome some new advertisers to Kansas City Sports and Fitness, and they include River Oaks Golf Course in Grandview, where every Wednesday is all-you-can-play day for just $25 plus your cart. Plus, on Fridays, they have $1 beer specials, and every day is Senior Day, where seniors can get their cart rental for just $10.50. Plus, Golf MD, who we welcome back for their 5th year as an advertiser in Kansas City Sports and Fitness. You can contact Golf MD for all your club repair, for custom clubs and swing analysis, plus aim point green reading classes as well. You can call them at 913-663-5050 or visit golf-md.com. And also Body by Vi, where you can take the 90-day challenge to a healthier life. For more information on their weight loss program, visit kcmohealth.com. And the Gold Rush Exchange at 103rd between State Line and Warnell, where you can get an extra 15% in cash bonuses on the sale of your gold or silver or platinum or diamonds or coins or Rolexes, which I have none of. But visit kcgoldrush.com or call 816-941-RUSH for more details. And Renuva Back and Pain Center, hang on a second, where you can learn about a new way to treat sports injuries with deep tissue laser massage. For more information and to receive a free treatment, call Renuva and set up your appointment this month. And their number is 913-828-0142, or visit renuvarelief.com, and that's spelled RENUVA relief.com. Plus, we want to welcome back several advertisers to SheKC. They are Family Bicycles, Superior Toyota, and Your Wellness Connection. And then also thank our regular advertisers, Kansas City Chiropractic, Pulofsky and Associates, Element Wellness, and RunningChicks.com. And now, as I mentioned, we are out here at the Auto Show. We're in the U.S. Army booth, and we are joined by Colonel Vernon Jacoby. He is the battalion commander of the 5th Recruiting Brigade, which includes St. Louis and Cape Girardeau, Mid-Missouri, Manhattan, Kansas, and, of course, here in Kansas City. Welcome to our show, and first of all, thank you to you and all the young men and women who serve our country and make us proud.
Well, thanks, Steve. I'm happy to be here. Just a quick correction, I'm the commander of the Kansas City Recruiting Battalion.
Okay.
Colonel Himsl, who you talked to earlier, is the 5th Recruiting Brigade commander.
Oh, okay. But yours is the battalion, not
yes.
the brigade.
Right.
There's a difference. Yeah, okay. Now, before we get started with the real interview, and I've been asking this of every one of our guests, because we're at the auto show, I'm asking, what was your first car?
Well, the first car that I had to drive on my own was a 1980 bright orange Ford Fiesta, power nothing.
Now that's what we're talking about. The other two guys have said, I got a convertible this and an 8-cylinder that and all that kind of stuff. I had a little Beetle, so.
I had an AM radio.
Nice.
Had to roll the windows down. No power steering, no power brakes. I think it was rated about 80 horsepower.
No heat? No AC, of course.
No AC. Did have heat.
Did have, of course, yeah. Yeah, well, very cool. Yeah, and then since then, what's your favorite car that you've owned?
My current car, it's a 98 Pontiac Grand Prix.
There we go. 98, really? Wow.
I just passed 86,000 miles on that.
Wow, you haven't put many miles on that at all.
No, well, over the last few years, been gone a few times.
Yeah.
So the vehicle stayed parked.
Yeah. Now you moved here. Yeah. You moved here to KC to take over the command about a year ago, nearly a year ago, 8 months ago. Yeah. How's it going so far?
Very well. This is a great job. Have a lot of fun in it. Get to come out and talk to people every day. Get to come out and do things like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a lot of fun. I'm really having great enjoyment out of this job.
And I know you are out of town. You're in St. Louis a lot, but have you picked up on any of the local teams here that you like? Are you following any of them yet? You basically have only been through a football season, right?
Been through the football season. I was following the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Had high hopes for them. Didn't work out so well, but there's always next season.
Wait till you've been here a while. No, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Now, from what I heard when you first came here, health and exercise was really, that was one of the things that I heard that is really important to you.
Very much, yes.
Go ahead and move that microphone just a little bit closer to your mouth so we can pick you up. There you go. So you obviously in the Army, everybody works out on a regular basis.
They're supposed to. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So what is your routine that you usually try to go through?
The usual routine, it takes about an hour a day, sometimes an hour and a half, but that's 6 days a week.
Wow.
And then
that's
really,
discipline.
Yeah, and then really that seventh day is a recovery day, but also do at least 20 minutes of stretching just to keep everything limber.
Right.
And work out all the kinks from the week, then ready to go again, start Monday.
Very cool. So did you play any sports when you were growing up, high school or anything like that?
Growing up, played a variety of sports. Once I got to high school, I had other interests that took me away from wanting to do sports, but played a lot of basketball growing up,
sure.
Some football, and a whole lot of baseball.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
So why did you enlist in the Army? What was the, at the time?
My Army story.
Because remember you saying you had hair down to here at one.
I have the pictures in my wallet right now. I had a very sweet mullet.
Really?
Back in the late 80s. But my Army story really starts way before that when I was a little kid.
Really?
My dad had served in the Air Force. Hearing him tell his stories and some of my uncles and my older cousins tell stories of their service in the military. So had some family history that influenced that. And then I think it was like 1979, 1980, somewhere around there, my parents bought an Encyclopedia Britannica set. And my favorite volume was the letter A. Because in there you had the Army and the Air Force and all the nice bright color pictures of all the ranks and insignias and badges and things you could earn by being in the service. And the Army struck a chord with me then and followed that path for several years as a teenager. And then I started growing that long hair, went away from thinking that way, but then came back to it. Eventually ended up going through ROTC, my junior and senior year of college. and got commissioned at the end of my senior year there and went right on active duty. And coming up on 20 years here 2 months from now.
Congratulations. That's fantastic. We're honored that you're going to spend that 20-year anniversary here in Kansas City. That's wonderful.
Thanks.
So deployment, how many times, can you count them? How many times have you been deployed? Where have you been deployed?
The first year-long tour I did really wasn't considered a deployment, and then it was to Egypt. It was a peacekeeping tour in the Sinai Peninsula for 1 year. Did a lot of fun stuff on that trip, but then the next two deployments weren't so much fun. 2004 for Operation Iraqi Freedom, then back again in about halfway through 2006, all the way through half of 2007, again for Operation Iraqi Freedom.
Where's the most favorite place that you've been deployed?
Or
stationed?
Well, give
me a couple of them.
If you count temporary duty trips as well, then I'd have to say spent about 6 weeks in Hawaii.
Nice.
On temporary.
That's called
duty.
vacation.
So it was getting paid to be on vacation.
Yeah.
But you still had to work 12 hours a day while you're there.
Right.
Had some time to go around, see the islands, and had a lot of fun there.
Very cool. That's great. So let's talk about recruiting. There are like 100+ jobs.
150 plus.
150 plus that you can take on in the Army. Tell us, what are the names of some of those jobs?
Well, you have your combat arms type jobs, your infantryman, armor, tank crew member, cavalry scout, field artillery. You have aviation, mechanics, crew chiefs. And you have the combat support branches, where you can be a military policeman or woman, an engineer, work in the chemical field or the signal. And you have your service support branches, which is where I fall under. I'm a logistician. So you have your quartermaster, your ordnance, transportation, adjutant general, which is your personnel. Then you have some special branches. The medical service corps has some specialty fields with doctors and nurses and other professionals. But they also have regular officers like myself that serve in the medical service corps. And then you have your.
So you were in medical.
Oh no, I wasn't.
Okay,
before, but I'm just saying
regular
people like me,
like yourself.
Right.
I got you.
Then you have your lawyers also, the JAG Corps.
Right.
And each one of those branches has both officer and enlisted personnel that serve in those. So that's where our 150 plus jobs are broken out amongst.
Right. So and there are a lot of incentives as well for people to enlist, to people to re-enlist, things like that. What are some of those options that are out there for individuals?
Currently for enlistment, it varies by job.
Sure.
But there are still some jobs out there that have enlistment bonuses.
Right.
All right. And everyone that enlists is eligible for the GI Bill. And, once you're on active duty, you can other education benefits available are the tuition assistance program. For re-enlistment, a common re-enlistment option is to re-enlist for station of duty choice. So you have a specific place you want to go, then the Army will really work hard to find a position there for you. Not a guarantee, though.
Right. And Army really promotes, we've only got about 2 minutes or so, but the Army really promotes education for the enlisted soldiers as well.
Very much, yes. There's a lot of opportunities through the Service Members Opportunity College Network. Soldiers take classes through the tuition assistance. They incur a service obligation by doing that of 1 year for each time they use it. But the great thing about the Service Members Opportunity College Network is all these universities and colleges that are signed up for that, every class that a soldier takes from one of those schools, the credits transfer to any of the schools in that.
Oh, that's
so
great.
They could take classes from a number of different universities, and it all totals up, and it's all going towards a degree.
And you can use that educational benefit as well for enlisting when you get out of the Army as well.
Yes, with the post 9/11 GI Bill, you use that after your enlistment. And you also have the option, if you've served more than 10 years, you can transfer that benefit to one of your dependents, to a family member.
Right. So if someone is watching or listening and they're interested in more information, where should they go to find out more information? It's real simple, isn't it?
GoArmy.com is the real simple way, and then find the link on there, find a recruiter near you, type in your city, state, or zip code, and hit the enter or click that left button, and off you go.
Sure.
It'll tell you the address and phone number.
Well, Colonel Jacoby, thank you very much for inviting us to be here at this event today.
Thanks for coming out.
We really appreciate it. I appreciate working with you and the many people that I work with and have met over the years that our Army soldiers, you guys are truly, and men and women are truly dedicated to serving our country and doing a great job. And you know, you see that as you talk with each one of these individuals. They are all focused on doing a great job with everything that they do, and I thank you so much for the opportunity to meet these people, really, to meet these people. Well, that will do it for our show today. My thanks to the Army for hosting us today, and I also want to thank Colonel Christopher Himsl, Colonel Vernon Jacoby, and Greg Pryor from the 85 champ KC Royals for joining us today. Be sure to join me, Steve Fish, again next week at the same time for Good Sports, Kansas City Sports and Fitness, and SheKC Show. And check out our other shows on our YouTube channel. Search for the channel Good Sports KC for that. So until next week, be sure to read all about sports, health, and exercise in Kansas City Sports and Fitness and SheKC magazines. You'll find them all over Kansas City, and they're free, so pick them up today.
After a $1 million renovation, the Kansas City Ice Center has reopened and is now enrolling for fall classes. Located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive, the Kansas City Ice Center is registering students for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes. And right now, with your coupon from Kansas City Sports and Fitness, you can save $10 on any skate school registration. For more information or to register for a class online, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. We all know how important balance is to the game of golf, but did you realize that there are easy ways to improve your balance with golf shoe orthotics? Statistics show that 50% of golfers hit the ball harder and 38% lowered their score while using orthotics. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can help improve your balance on the course with customized foot leveler orthotics, and you can save $50 with your coupon from KC Sports Magazine. To make an appointment with Dr. McIntosh, call 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. It's March craziness time, and Johnny Brusco's New York-style pizza in Overland Park has a great special offer when you use their coupon in this month's KC Sports. Get any large pizza for only $12. That's right, any large pizza for only $12, and delivery is free. Visit the Johnny Brusco's on 135th, just east of Covera in Overland Park for a sit-down or take-out meal, or call Johnny Brusco's at 913-897-8160 and get your pizza delivered free. And this month, get any large pizza for only $12. Exercise is medicine, and as we age, it gets tougher to fit exercise into our day. Then we turn to prescriptions to stay healthy. Now Chiefs Hall of Famer Art Still has a simple solution for all of us to use exercise as medicine and improve our health. Art's program uses Core Power Max resistance bands and allows you to include easy and practical exercises into your day that will give you more strength, flexibility, and stamina. For more information on Art Still's program, visit bandstrength.com. That's bandstrength.com, and get healthier with exercise. The next time you're planning a group outing, choose yellow and choose First. Those yellow buses you see that transport your kids can also be rented for activities like taking a group to the big game, corporate events, church or youth group trips, special events, shuttles, and more. Choose yellow by contacting First Student Charter Bus Rental for safe, affordable, and reliable group transportation. With 8 KC locations, there's a yellow office near you. For a list of locations, visit firstcharterbus.com. That's firstcharterbus.com, and choose yellow and choose First. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy. It's an unusual name, but it's a simple, safe, effective, and affordable sports injury treatment solution. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy has been used by players from the NFL, MLB, PGA, and more to speed recovery from injuries. Now, hyperbaric oxygen therapy is available at Summit of Health, 200 Northeast Chipman in Lee Summit. Go online at summitofhealth.com or call Dr. Susan Anschutz at 816-554-4771 to find out how hyperbaric oxygen therapy can help speed your recovery from injuries.
Is pain part of your normal day? There's good news. Deep tissue laser therapy, a new non-surgical and drug-free way to treat pain. At Renuva Back and Pain Center, over 90% of our patients have been satisfied with their results.
I heard about Renuva, and it is amazing how I have been helped.
I am able now to do things that you take for granted. I can do all those things now. So it's helped me a lot.
Call Renuva today and receive a free treatment when you schedule your exam.
For your free treatment, call 913-828-0142. That's 913-828-0142. Or visit RenuvaRelief.com. That's RENUVA Relief.com.
Hey ladies, we now have a free sports, health, and exercise magazine we can call our own. It's SheKC. Every month, She KC shares stories that will inspire us, entertain, and educate us, and give us ideas to help make life easier. I went to shekc.com to find out where I could get my free copy of the publication. I also like She KC on Facebook and She_KC on Twitter. And now I'm part of the She KC community. Are you?
Kansas City Sports and Fitness is the magazine for sports fans in KC. Inside, we cover local sports and local teams, from pro to peewee and everything in between. And this month's free copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness includes the Great Life Golf and Fitness at River Oaks Golf Report. You'll find Kansas City Sports and Fitness all over KC at places like Mafia Mike's and Mafia Pizzeria Southside. And it's free, so pick one up today.